Welcome back. We are still talking some high school playoff football, and I tell you what, there was a number of great games, including some right over here in Delaware. A pretty good matchup going on yesterday. Laurel hit the road, taking on Wilmington Friends, and let me tell you, the defenses came to play in this one. Both teams knew what was on the line. A trip to the state championship, but the Bulldogs defense was playing like they wanted here. First half, Dallas Moore and Shaleem Holden blow this play up in the backfield for a huge sack. Quakers decide to go for it on fourth down, but again, the Bulldogs defense closes the door. That time was Johnny McGinnis. He reads the pitch, gets the tackle. Second half, Laurel beginning to separate. Jared Johnson takes this punt, decides to go 76 yards to the house. The special teams coming in huge in this one. Wilmington Friends just trying to do anything they can, forcing the issue a little bit now, trying to get back into this thing, and check out this absolutely ridiculous interception by Reggie Green. Perez Nichols, the one that gets the initial hand on it right there, bobbles it, and then they come up with it. The Bulldogs are headed to the state championship after they take this one 14-0 and above everything else. They went just 2-8 a year ago, and all of a sudden they are back there. I mean, what?
Turnaround.
I'm a little glad that right now we haven't listened to Trey. I'm pretty sure if he was in this moment right next to us, he would be letting us know that he's been on this team since week 4. The fact is, we were hating on him in the beginning, at least I was, and I didn't think the Bulldogs were going to get this done, but every week they just kept proving me wrong and wrong. And I get it, there's no room left on the bandwagon bus. That's fine. I will just give you guys a tip of the cap. What Coach Phillips has done with that group right there at his alma mater, gotten them back to relevancy, and now gotten them back to the state championship game. I mean, it is very impressive what they're doing right now.
This is actually a big win for Laurel and Coach Phillips. On Friday night, he actually lost his grandfather and gave the game ball to his dad on Saturday. So definitely an emotional game for them, an emotional win. And Laurel's headed to the ship. I mean, all season long, everyone has talked about the Bulldogs, talking too much on social media, but every time they were able to put their money where their mouth is, on the field, making plays and getting wins. And congrats to the team for continuing to fight against a tough team, and now they get to play on the biggest stage of the season at States. It's going to be quite the game against Hodgson at the University of Delaware, so not too far for that. Well, yeah, it's sort of far.
Well, it'll be fun. That one's not going to be easy. Hodgson, their quarterback, unreal. Did a number on Lake in that one.
I don't want to talk about that one. All right, on Friday night, Sussex Tech was flying high into this game against Middletown after beating Salesianum last week. And just like the banner says, the Ravens were ready to capture the Cavs. By the way things started, it looks like the Cavs were caging the Ravens. We started off in the first quarter, Middletown establishing the run early, and Tech's defense unable to stop it. Number 2, Vincent Del Percio hands it off to Francis Datillo, and we would hear that name again because that was him right there, making it into the end zone, a 2-yard run, 7-0, and both teams with a combined 3 fumbles to start the game. Maybe it was just nerves. Later in the quarter, you saw there, QB Justin Hill gets sacked, and then now their own number 7 for Middletown, Lasana Brew with a 9-yard touchdown. Middletown with 2 touchdowns in 2 drives, and we 14-0. But there we go. Our own number 7, Kanai Kane, makes a big run and gets him into the red zone to put some points on the board. But again, Middletown's defense that time, Luke Alentria with the sack on 4th and goal, and Sussex Tech falls 33-7, ends their season 9-2. What happened? I don't even know. That's what I kept asking myself. The Ravens came into this game with so much momentum after beating the defending state champs, Salesianum, the prior week. But Middletown proved too fast in all sides of the ball, just running plays fast. And except for the 84-yard touchdown run Kanai K had towards the end of the game, Cavaliers were able to stop him. It's a tough season for Sussex Tech. They had the weapons and the senior talent, and most of their biggest playmakers will be graduating. We'll see how they come back next season.
Yeah, that's definitely it's a tough one right now. You know what? I was getting pretty close to coming on here and just reaming the Ravens. I mean, they didn't look prepared in that game. They got ran off the field. And right when I was getting ready to say that, I saw a couple things on Twitter that really touched me, and that kind of summed up this season. Timothy Friedman, one of their seniors, tweeted out right after the game, only an hour after this happened, from 3-7 to 5-5 to 10-2 in conference champs, a semifinalist. That's something to be proud of. That's a career I can hang my hat on. And that's when I started thinking, like, these kids actually really got it. I mean, it wasn't about just this game. It was about what they did, and that team changed the culture. Then just right after that, another senior, Tyler Hetford, tweeted out, "We are more than a team. We are family. We made one of the greatest memories I will never forget. I love every single one of you guys." And at that moment, I started to realize these guys got it. I mean, the team over there, the whole coaching staff, they've done a great job of turning around the culture of that team, and they got nothing to be disappointed about. I mean, they did a phenomenal job this year. They proved so many people wrong. And I know they would have loved to win it with a championship, but it wasn't in the cards. Either way, still a phenomenal season for those guys.
And that's where you got to love sports. It's beyond the game. It's those moments on the field and off the field when they build that whole team championship, either if it's a championship or just that team bonding that they'll always remember, which is a good thing. All right, so don't touch that remote. Wesley is trying to win a championship but has to make it through other teams in order to get there. Could they continue their on-field dominance against Hamden Sydney? We'll let you know right after the break.
I'm Tyler Rozzello, starting center, D-tackle, and long snapper at Dover High. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.